To a good start today. Let's see if they can keep it up. We're into the pistol round. Cloud9 on the terrace side, Astralis on the CT side, their better side. Let's see how they fare against the Americans.
Bit of peeking going on there by Zipex. May have just about spotted some players, but what can Astralis do? It is a pistol. We've got a push through long actually from the CT, so Slimmy may be in for a nasty surprise there, and that surprise is Dupree. Looking for some engagements there. Zipex want to get headshot, but those Glocks won't be a one-tap from that distance, and the bomb has gone down over towards the B-bomb site. Are C9 going to push these CT areas, this graffiti position maybe? Zipex gets finished off here by Shrouds. Skadoodle will take down Carrigan as well. So far, not so good here for Astralis.
Yeah, so trying to work their way back in, coordinating, just waiting a little bit of time. They've got to go on the flank. The device is going to peek his head in. He's going to have a lot of trouble there. They're taking a lot of damage, but it is Dupree taking out 3 players. Ridiculous stuff coming in from the back. Dupree now, what else can he get done? There's 2 players to assist him from the front. Dupree with another one, looking for the ace. Can Dupree get it? No! Just Stewie with the deny there. Able to take the last frag there onto Dupree. Wow, that was pretty brutal.
From the back. From the front.
Wow, that's that wall bang. Very nice.
So
here it is. Dupree just wrecking everybody.
But it wasn't enough, Dan.
It was not enough. 4 kills wasn't enough.
C9 off to a good start on the T side. And Astralis have chosen to spend some money here. So we have the device picking up a scout. The rest of the team on the pistols. We will see what they choose to do. It's really interesting, actually. We see some players some snipers, Chris J, for example, sometimes opting for any gun that has a scope. There was a time where he was picking up Kriegs when he didn't have the money. Chris J, I do wonder if Device leans the same way now that he has become a dedicated AWPer for Astralis. It's always good when you have a team where multiple people can AWP as well. Obviously, Carrigan used to be the main AWPer and the in-game leader at the same time. Anyway, C9 taking things carefully to begin with. Stewie's been tagged. And it seems maybe C9 will want to avoid that scout heading over towards the B area. Those MAC-10s and MP7s will be useful in these close quarters. Fast spray down, especially on that MAC-10, got a good fire rate. KRB holding a very tight angle there, but he doesn't pull the trigger. Why? Why not?
Well, Zipex is by the water here. The smoke goes down from the CT. That's going to help a lot, actually. Zipex could get some good engagements, but oh, there it is. Completely see the way weapon doesn't need one. By 7 is pretty good. 2 players dead. And Zipex still holding on, but his teammates have all disappeared around him. He's going to have to take down 3 more with the 5-7. He wants to hope to win this round as he looks to get more work done. The bomb is down. Let's get it all. Be able to finish off Zipex with the MAC-10 in the end. So 2 rounds to 0. Cloud9 surviving with a few players at the end of that one, and they did pick up a lot of kills with SMG. So Cloud9 actually in a really good spot here. If they just take this round cleanly, they're going to be fine. And well, it's going to be a situation where Astralis, they've got a flashbang. That's basically it. They have a flashbang.
All right, guys, I've got this. What's the plan? I've got a flash. Let's see what they can do with it. A few bog standard pistols here for the Astralis team. Interestingly, Stewie2K doesn't have a helmet, and he's against an eco. That is not a good idea at all. And he's one of the players leading the charge into the B bomb site as well. Fortunately for him, nobody's there, but that is quite a risk here.
Yeah, it's interesting because he has a lot of nades as well. So I wonder if you know, he just prioritize all the nades. It's a weird one.
Against the eco.
There it is. That is why it sucks.
Yeah.
You just look.
That's why you buy helmets, Stewie2K. I want everybody to get your phones out and tweet Stewie2K and say, buy a helmet, you muppets. He may be the only man to go down for his side here. KRB is heavily tagged and Device. Both players just with the USPs here. Nothing. Disposing of guns. Very smart stuff. Attention to detail, always good.
Skadoodle doesn't have a gun though. He's got a deagle. I guess that counts enough. And he's going to get an AWP anyway, I assume, so doesn't really matter. All right, so we're going to have Cloud9 refilling the stocks. Looks like Skadoodle might be staying with the deagle, so it would have been pretty nice for him to pick up a MAC-10 or something, but anyway, never mind. It's going to be Astralis with the full bind. There it is. Skadoodle does have the AWP after all. see the cleanup operation there.
Nice.
Courtesy of Shroud. Shroud Industries with the cleanup available 24/7.
Shroud importer-exporter, exporting those Astralis players.
All right, so it looks like we might have a bit of a pause here. And well, Cloud9 are off to a really good start in this matchup. This is quite scary, isn't it? Because Astralis are the team you expect to get quite a lot of rounds on their CT side.
Well, I mean, it's 3-0, so I wouldn't go as far as to say scary at this point. We have the first buy about to come in here for Astralis. Yep. I think this is a technical restart for some reason, so worry not, we'll get back into this soon. Waiting for the admin to sort it out. So yeah, 3-0 here for Cloud9. We have the first buy coming in for Astralis. We'll have to wait and see what exactly will become of it once we get into a live round. But again, I mean, Astralis obviously, like, I'd say much earlier Astralis, they were really known for their CT side. I want to say that it kind of frustrated Karrigan and co. that there was so much attention paid to their CT sides. Oh yeah, they're strong on their CT sides because it kind of took away from their T sides. But especially on this map, their T sides are hyper dangerous as well. But of course, they'll need to get some rounds on the board first. So is this actually a tactical pause? I'm not sure if it is.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, the round's being restored now, so we should be back into it soon. So yeah, I mean, we need to see how this round goes. This is the first buy for both teams, so once this is played out, then we'll know if we're in a scary situation or not for Astralis.
Yeah. I mean, it's just that early momentum on what should be a strong side for Astralis that definitely worries me, considering their first map. Obviously, Cloud9 getting such a good start there as well, and carrying it forward to a map victory. Obviously, it is very early days, and but the other thing as well is it really offsets the timing for Astralis to get the AWP out onto device. And once he's got that AWP, he can be everywhere, and that's one of the cool things about device on this map, is that he's very, very dynamic. He understands how to play pretty much all positions on the map with the AWP. Can go aggressive, can play defensive, can pretty much do it all. And well, it's going to be back into this one, which is great. And we have an aggression here from Astralis, opting to play two players straight into the connected position. You see Karrigan lose out to Shroud. Oh, Shroud takes down two. And with an elevated position, that's fantastic. Working just like that. Stewie with another frag, and all of a sudden, there's only two players left here for the Danish side. Device and Dupree, that is not a good look. How on earth do they save this one?
Yeah, now things are getting scary, because they got wiped out super fast. If it continues this way, they're going to be on Eco, but Homstar's being held for the time being. Device, can he survive? No, Shroud's in a good position. 3 versus 1 now, Dupree with a lot to do, but he's capable of doing it. The trajectory of the grenade will tell him right where at least one person is. He knows one person's planting as well. Could be the same person for all he knows. He will have to find out, taking it very carefully. And there's a nice early kill onto Semi. There goes Skadoodle as well. Down to the 1 versus 1 now. Sees the flash come in, so he knows where Shroud is, but oh, he thinks he's over to the right, he's over to the left, but he still manages to get the kill. That is completely ridiculous, Dan. That's absurd. That is a crucial round here for Astralis to win. That's insane. He had to draw his gun out because he thought Shroud was over to the right. Shroud faces him, his gun's still not ready, but he still manages to take the round. That's crazy. Yeah, such tiny edges.
Man, if Dupree's on, that's going to be problems here for Cloud9. That's absolutely for sure. And we, the T side is where you're going to see a lot from Dupree as well. That's the entry fragger for the team. But this opening from Shroud was phenomenal. See the replay there, the clutch from Dupree, saving the day, and that was a really needed round. And we can see the Karrigan straight on the AWP as a response, but so is Skadoodle. Now this could actually end up being very bad for Astralis if they get reset straight away. And we have a fast round coming out here. QB trying to hold the lines, but Cloud9 seemingly cannot be denied the initial entries, but the smokes will go down. And they've taken 2 frags. They do not have to commit into the B-bomb side. They don't have to continue the push if they don't want to. But it looks like they try to do it anyway, and we get a timely spray through the smoke, and Zipex and Device claiming lives, and just like that, it's the end of the round. Very fast one. Cloud9 getting carried away, perhaps.
If Zipex is alive on that B-bomb site, then you are going to have problems. And the thing is, I mean, the approach from Cloud9 was really good, even towards the end there, despite it not going their way. They slowed things down, they put a wall of smokes on the site, they put a Molotov in the CT water as well, but then they didn't capitalize fast enough on all those nades to get the bomb down. You saw Semi took the wrong path there, and Zipex just had a nice, very nice read indeed. Another round saved by Astralis. So, on the brink of something very worrying. They start to bring things back here.
Yeah.
And they've taken the money away from Cloud9.
Yeah, they needed that pretty much straight away. Like, and well, right now it's the Cloud9 have opportunity here. They get some done here. They get the kill onto Carrigan, but the spray down is massive there from Carrigan, and that is just okay. Well, that's it. That's pretty much it from Cloud9. We've got Slimmy versus 4. Maybe he can get another kill in. That would be very nice. But essentially, you know, Astralis, what would have been terrible for them is to lose, you know, 2 or 3 players, and they're very unlikely to do so at this point. Slimmy just creeping around. Let's see if he can find something. Very sneaky.
He could get 2 kills here. He could get 2 kills. Kiabi not going to check either. He didn't even need to shoot straight away there. He could have played with that information. But there we go. He'll get a bit more damage into the Astralis side, and Cloud9 will come back in for the buy here. We've got the AKs coming out of Galil onto Slemmy. Orb continues onto Carrigan. That's one of the great things about Astralis. It's like Fnatic as well. If the main AWPer's having a bad day, just give someone else the AWP and you're good to go. 3-3 now. Let's see, nothing looks to be lining up a grenade, but opting not to throw one. Different strategies will be executed here by the T side. dupreeh with a nice idea of that grenade. See, trying to punish Skadil's position. A bit more forward is a common spot where people jump to look over the plants and such to see where the players are playing, where the CTs are playing. It's a common position. You can pre-aim it with an AWP. Again, Edward Fanavi used to jump there all the time, but he definitely stopped that habit.
So, slowly but surely we got control here from Cloud9 as they take over more and more positioning on the map. We've got Toilet still, though, in control generally of Astralis. They haven't fallen back onto the sides just yet, so more work to be done in that sense from Cloud9. And Stewie is out there pretty much by himself, which could be an issue. Stewie's actually creeping towards long at the moment. As you can see, Shroud is just holding down Connector there. So in having Connector, you always have options, and it's interesting here. Stewie's going to smoke off long and try to push close. And in doing so, he provides a lot of presence. This might be a distraction play. We'll have to see if the push comes in towards B from Cloud9, and Stewie runs distraction, and Shroud again. He's really firing off so far, but oh no, Tots is back! Kirby, though, able to take only him down before being traded, and now Device comes in with an 8, but so much work has been done.
Semi coming through the fire, gets the 1 versus 1 here for Device. Despite 3 plays being there, and dupreeh just jumping in like a ninja from the back, taking Skadoodle down, and it's salvageable. Yeah, Device has been taken down. They know where dupreeh is. They can go for the 8 rotation, actually, but there's not enough time. They can't do it. The bomb's got to go down, and it does. Nothing just escapes in time. He's only got less than 20 HP here, and Stewie has to come and help him fast, but nothing needs no more help. dupreeh gets straight bodied on the B bomb site there, and Cloud9 take the round once again, take the lead once again.
And this is really cool to see. You know, Shroud, he wasn't really a big factor in the previous game where Astralis lost to Cloud9 on Dust 2, but Shroud is now starting to fire off a little bit, and nothing, you know, you can see him starting to get himself some positions as well. If he starts to get more work done as well, then this is definitely going to be a tough matchup for Astralis, and an exciting one for us to watch. As Astralis have a bit of a jumble sale by. Here we've seen Orpa, UMP at 5-7, and Deagle and then 4. Interesting stuff in the aggression taken by Device. Will miss the flick shot, an unfortunate situation not to capitalize upon that opportunity.
One of the important things on Overpass is the hold of the short B area, where you had that 2-man setup here from Astralis. They've changed it now with Kiabi getting boosted, but that can determine which way the Ts are able to go. So we have to pay attention to the area going forward. Again, and that boost is a bit of a gamble because, well, I think Carrigan's covering Monster for them, actually, from what I can see on the radar. So they're okay for the time being. Trying to make the best use of their limited weaponry here. dupreeh close to the peak with the UMP, can't get it done there. Stewie2K going to shoot him straight in the face, and that's going to force Device to come back and try and defend the bomb site with his teammate. Shroud with a very fast step on Kiabi. Tries to full spray the booster as well, but he can't get the second kill. 5 versus 3 though, so far so good here for the T side. Just under a minute on the clock.
Yeah, another important kill from Shroud. Now, 5 versus 3 is a great situation with, you know, any amount of time on the clock as the T side. All you have to do at that point is just use the numbers game. And if you wait a little bit, you know, it's usually going to be the case that the CTs, it's a big risk when they take information, so they have to gamble on a site. And what they've done is gamble towards B at the moment, and A is harder to retake, and that's where Cloud9 are going. They should have this round in the bag, and Astralis, they can save their guns. basically. And that's kind of the position they put themselves in. As they're saying, okay, if you go B, we're going to be able to post a decent defense. If you go A, well, you can have it. We'll take our guns. Now, Cloud9 need to realize that and realize the situation economically that Astralis are in. And they need to invest in hunting some of these weapons. They themselves, Cloud9, they don't have much in the way of money, so they might not want to invest more than a couple players. They might even let Astralis survive altogether. To be fair, you know, they only have two big guns. Karrigan's only on a Deagle after all.
Yeah, they can afford to lose one or maybe two players here, Cloud9, and they will send Shroud in to try and exterminate these final players here for Astralis. We'll see if he manages to succeed. If he can take the AWP out of their hands, that would be a really big one. As you can see, Zipex holding a bit of an off angle here. So it's a bit of a crossfire coming in. Very nice stuff, and Shroud falls straight into the trap there. Bit of a bear trap. But it's a 2-round lead now for Cloud9.
The interesting thing in that spot as well is that, you know, they probably just presumed that there were 3 weapons left, but, well, I mean, 3 rifles at least, one of which being an AWP, but they actually gave away an AK there, and that's a big upgrade, big pickup there actually for Astralis. So with that AK, they're deciding to actually force it up in this round as well. So let's see if they can do something here. They've got a lot of grenades to work with too, and so far Cloud9 have been hitting their entry frags. So Skadoodle, he's on the AWP. The Cloud9 still. And he's taking it really passively, expecting aggression towards the party and playground areas. And so far, Astralis, they're just playing it passively themselves. Device looking for that angle. He might find Skadoodle soon.
The control.
The peaks are coming. Will they allow Device to take a shot, though? Device has to peek around behind the smoke, and he gets the flick. Great response, and now he can fall back.
The control of short B has continued to dwindle here for Astralis as their buys get weaker and weaker and they have more problems. This time they have Zipex on his own, just jumping around as all the previous holds have failed. The 2-man hold has failed. Shroud just wrecked the boost. So it continues to disappear here. Now we have Nothing starting to ask questions over towards the B bomb site. And he's got Shroud in for support, for harassment if he wants it. But he just wants the entries himself. Kiabi gets taken down and he knows Zipex has got to be there somewhere. You'll assume he's over towards the water, most likely. It could be Graffiti as well. And indeed, Karrigan's there to support. Spots an arm, but Karrigan with the UMP straight in the face there. Nice answer. And the numbers for C9 are disappearing all over the map. Just Skadoodle and Shroud remaining. 30 seconds for them to work with. Now Skadoodle alone.
Yeah, amazing stuff from Device. And this is why the AWP needs to find his hands quite quickly. And again, he's confident to take those peeks as well, you know, when he's able to peek on the side of that smoke. Sometimes when you throw a smoke like that and there's a gap in it, you're kind of baiting someone to go there, because that's pretty much the only spot that you can realistically watch. Because if they come through the smoke itself, you get a lot of warning because they can't see anything when they're coming through. So usually it's pretty suicidal to peek in a small gap that's left between a smoke and a wall. That's exactly what Device did, but he was so fast on the flick shot that they couldn't respond in time. So very nice stuff here, and that's the shot I'm talking about. Very, very good shot there from Device, and that really set the pace for the round. And thanks to his proficiency with the AWP, Astralis will pick up the round. They have a better buy this time around, but Cloud9 are not done yet. They still have a buy themselves, but they have spent all their money. So this is Astralis' chance to get back in this. If they win this round, they'll force Cloud9 to an eco. Yeah,
so 5 of the first 8 rounds for Cloud9 is pretty big stuff on the T side here versus Astralis. Device going for an early peak. There are various ways to do that, including some one-way smoke tricks. Stewie2K with a big opening frag towards B on Kiabi. And again, we've got Astralis playing 3 people over towards B. Karrigan's in position as well. Device going for those aggressive pot shots, but he's still unable to connect with anything. Got a bunch of smokes on Cloud9, so they have the man advantage and options available to them. They can wall off either site at the moment. And again, Device is just still seeking and peeking. But he's going to go past, not expecting Stewie2K to pop out, as he does. A very annoying player, surely, Stewie2K to play against. 3 people now here for the CT side, out of position once more. They've only just got back on winning rounds here, so they don't want to get reset, but at the same time, can they afford to risk their remaining weapons?
Yeah, it's a really big incentive for Cloud9 to go hunting, and yeah, those 2 openings from Stewie were just ridiculous. I have no idea how he found those. Nothing is going to spot Zipex and just generally most of these CTs as they retreat. But there is, you know, a 3-man setup that they can create towards that side of the map. So Do Cloud9 invest more? I mean, again, their money sucks as well. So the problem is that with 3 players surviving, Astralis can force up next round and still have a buy that looks really good. Because they need to drop the 2 players, they can still afford weapons, still afford grenades, so they're going to be pretty much fine, I think. So Cloud9, if they can kill 1 extra guy, then all of a sudden, you know, they can't drop enough weapons. 1 guy has a pistol instead. So there's a really big difference between saving 3 and 2 in this situation. So you can see Cloud9 really taking care of their own economy.
Very nice opening frag there. And again, just a blind spot by Mr. Stewie 2K, causing massive problems here for Astralis. There's another team who will be looking to cause problems for the other guys here a bit later on. So, 10 rounds in the bag now. Cloud9 have a 2-round lead over Astralis, who indeed do manage to get back on the bye. Again, that is a smoke, personally, I don't like, because I feel like it can be exploited. Because look how deep into the site it is. People can move in with no warning, flashbang into the smoke. We've seen it attempted before, and I think it will increase as time goes on. C9 off to a slow start in this round. No early aggression from Stewie 2K. He wants to keep these players guessing, keep them on their toes, and take them by surprise.
So we have very spread out Cloud9 at the moment as they play out a default, take control towards the A side of the map. They have nothing, and Shroud keeping tabs and connector, and also towards the monster area, which this just shows that Astralis are being really passive at the moment. And that's the approach they've taken. They allow Cloud9 to take a lot of space. And one of the effects of that as well is that Cloud9 don't have to invest as much in the way of utility to actually take control of the map, which means that their eventual push can be stronger because they have more grenades to enforce the push with. But that said, Dupree's actually going to be playing around the smoke there towards the toilets area. So that could be a pretty important point of defense here, because he can get an early warning for his team as to what's going on, and maybe a frag as well. But we have Device getting pushed down towards the side there. Dupree goes down on toilets. Device falls to the bed with the M4, picks up the first frag hit. More work needs to be done though, as he is pinned down by so many players. His support is dead. Device is dead, and the bomb site is fully under control of Cloud9.
KRB and Zipex well out of position coming in from the B bomb site, behind smokes as well. If they can get an early frag, no, they will only be on the receiving end of Nothing's headshots. He is wrecking people in this map. He is causing a lot of problems for Astralis at present. 7 rounds, and indeed, you have to start to get worried now. This is not the score you expect from Astralis on their CT side. 4 from 11 rounds, and they're on an eco. This is somewhat disastrous, Dan.
It has, yeah, definitely been quite a disaster for Astralis. But, it's by the merit of Cloud9 playing really well. I mean, not only are they playing, well, like decent Counter-Strike, we're seeing the performances from players like Nothing, Shroud, Stewie, like everybody is really chiming in with good individual performances. That's what they're known for online. We're really seeing it here on LAN as well. Now, we've got a more aggressive approach here from Astralis, but Stewie is going to be very fast forward with that MAC-10. Finding information, but also being eliminated pretty much immediately, which kind of sucks. Not even getting a frag there. So, MAC-10 and Molotov given away. Let's see what else Dupree does here. He's looking for information himself with his new shiny MAC-10. And Slemmy is Skadoodle waiting patiently. They can feel that Dupree could be looming, and he is. He's jumping out the corner of the MAC-10, can't get the frag. Does some damage though, and Slemmy gets the kill. So now there's an open path down A-Long, and A-Long is that really solid kind of avenue to approach. If you want to play a really strong anti-eco, anti-force buy, you can keep your backs to the wall, you can play the trade game very easily, and into the bomb site they go.
Slemmy looking for the headshots, but KRB will save his teammate, and now Skadoodle is on the hunt. Got to be careful though. We've got CTs all over the place. This is actually quite difficult, but there are 40 seconds left. But there's only 2 players. They don't need to try and plant the bombs just yet. They'll want to try and thin out the numbers of the Astralis side. But they keep getting frags here. Device taking down Skadoodle. Shroud, how many more can he get? Only 1. Astralis survived in an unlikely round there where they didn't have much to start with. They take an AWP and 2 AKs into the next round.
Yeah, and the strange thing there is that perhaps, you know, you could say that Cloud9 complicated things a little bit too much there. I mean, what they did in the end was definitely what we should have seen at the beginning of the round. Just take, 3 or 4 of your players, take the early, long control together. Why is Stewie just running up A long pretty much by himself? If he's looking for a stack onto the A bomb site, that's fair enough, but definitely, you can't just go there with a bunch of players. Either way, we're into a buy for both teams, carrying with a quick aggression. Not going to be finding too much at the moment. And Cloud9 pretty much setting up for what looks to be a B split, just straight up, no default. And Astralis should realize this, and they have players towards connector or close enough. So this could be tough. Cloud9 must be quick if they want to execute a proper set piece here on B.
Indeed, we've got smokes all over the place. They're going to take the risk and go through them. Shroud, nothing, combining to get mad frags on the bomb site now. Nothing gets taken down. Zipex is looking in his usual position, but he's going to get flashed and eliminated. 4 versus 2. Dupree, can he clutch again for his team? No. He's going to be denied as well. Now it's Karrigan trying to hold on to this AWP here. He can get some early frags. Oh, he's missed a shot. Still alive for now. Q2K is going to just try and run at him, going FPL style, but it's not going to work for him on this occasion. 3 versus 1, and Skadoodle will clean up the rest of the operation there. Very few rounds now for Astralis to try and catch up in this first half. 8 rounds here for Cloud9.
It's these entry frags from Cloud9 which are so ridiculous that it's somehow finding just, we didn't even catch the frags there at the start of the round, just immediately Shroud and nothing, just killing 2 people straight away. And how do you deal with that situation when you're Astralis? You're down to 3 players immediately and the push is coming in. You're always at a massive disadvantage. Even though Cloud9, plays some, not the best anti-ecos in the world, they're still just crushing on these buy rounds. And we have a Cloud9 right now that's got an AWP on Skadoodle. Stewie's actually rocking the MAC-10 right now, which is actually really cool to see in a round like this, because you have a few players with no helmets, first of all, and secondly, Stewie can also sacrifice himself aggressively to get, a player in position for either a trade frag, for a favorable 4 versus 4 situation, or just, bust into a site, be the first man, and draw away fire. So there's a lot for Cloud9 to work with here, and Astralis don't even have many grenades. This is a really tough spot for Astralis, because they're also really spread out right now. It's hard for them to help each other with Kirby in connector here. Kirby might find the back of a player, though.
Yeah, Stu2K is on the harassment charge indeed. And let's have me check there. But meanwhile, over towards B, Karrigan holding things down there. Got to get flashed. 3K for him with 1 magazine. The Climax can't get the 4th there, but he has done massive damage. Zipex still able to hold things down on the site. Going to smoke himself off, and no smokes towards B has proved to be a problem for the T side. Now that MAC-10 may become a bigger problem for Stu2K than first thought, the way the frags have gone. Mrs. Kyobi, who has gone for a flank here. 30 seconds left, and things are getting interesting because it looks like Skadoodle might be making his way over towards the A site with the bomb, and indeed that is the play. So they'll avoid 1 player. The flank may come into play later on, but it's Dupree on the site who has to defend versus 2. Got a smoke plant coming in, but from the top, he will take down Skadoodle, and the damage fall off is too great. The frag can't come in with a MAC-10, and the Astralis get another round on the board.
Yeah, it's Cloud9 definitely look like, in many ways, they're overpowering Astralis, but you can see that Cloud9 aren't the best Overpass team in the world. So, well, they've already got 8 rounds, so that's a pretty amazing result. Astralis suffering, but they have a big weapon advantage at the moment. They should realize, though, that Cloud9 don't have the best buy in the world if they're keeping track of the money correctly. And if they realize that, they should also realize that it's very possible that a very fast round could be coming out, because there could be Tech 9s. And right now, that's what we're seeing. There are Tech 9s, but there's not a super fast round. Device, though, very aggressive. Can't find anything, though.
Again, that smoke is a real problem because the T's can't see CT standing behind it on the bench or the ridge of the upper platform there. But C9 will be aware of that as well, and they will avoid running through those angles. So one of these 2 AKs over towards toilets there, trying to find an opening, just looking for the jewels. They're just hunting for the jewels there. But again, B has been a real weak point here for Astralis in terms of the jewels coming in. The entry frags from C9 have been great in that position, and you can see Slemmy hunting for one there. Nothing is charging in now again. He's only got the PC-50 though, and he's still going to get the kills there. The double dink onto Kiabi. Zipex trying to hold things down, but the trades are coming in. Man advantage C9.
Nothing is just magic right now. This guy is just getting every entry frag. It's unbelievable. 4 versus 3 indeed on that A bomb site. It's going to be tough times, but the bomb is a little bit delayed, so there will be time here. But oh no, Dupree walks straight through the smoke, straight into Stewie 2K's AK, and it's going to happen again. Stewie with another defensive kill through the smoke. Carrigan going down one at a time. The Danes will walk through the smoke, only to be punished with the ultimate price there. Thanks to Stewie with the 3K on the defense and 9-6 on the first half. That is, can I say it's scary now for Astralis? Can I say it's scary yet?
Well, I think it's really important that Astralis kept Cloud9 off of 10 rounds. I think that would have been quite a large problem for them. But with 6 rounds on the board, Astralis have enough where even if they lose the pistol, they have some opportunity to actually go for their executes with full buys. And again, up against it now, you have to wonder if they're going to bring out the kitchen sink here once they get to the buy round. But first, of course, will come the pistol.
The pistol. It's going to be very, very fun to see how this one goes. Implications are quite huge. Now we have Connector as the focal point here for Astralis, and let's see if they can actually keep control of it, because we have CTs very close. Oh, this is amazing actually for Cloud9 because they hear everything, but it wasn't fully checked. So Shroud, if he finds a good timing, he could get a really fast flank in. We're gonna get lots of grenades going in as Astralis now attack this B bomb site, but there it is, Shroud, with that fast timing, with the fast headshot, and now Astralis have the bomb down, but they're in trouble.
Yeah, we've got headshots coming in here from Stewie. Finally a frag here for the T side, but not many, not enough. 2 versus 4 here, Kiabi and Device trying to hold things down. They've got a bit of a crossfire. Device and 2 headshots very quickly indeed, but now it's Kiabi versus 2. But both these players are heavily tagged. This really could go either way. If C9 can get the headshot fast enough, then they can take this. There's one headshot, there's a second one, and indeed Shroud will take it for his team. Cloud9 make it to their 10th round. Double figures incoming. They will just about have time for that defuse.
Yes, Shroud is already on 19 kills. Stewie on 14. So, yeah, Shroud 19 for 9, doing pretty well. We're only just now going into the 17th round. So that is a good performance from him. Very important 3K, and the way the positioning worked for Cloud9 there was very cool actually. You know, again, you know, they were able to get the super fast flank in, and that made all the difference. Shroud got an immediate kill because of that. Now, Astralis with lots of choices to make. They did get the bomb down, so they're going to opt to actually just save this round. Got a Tech 9, a P250, 2 P250s, that's it. That's all the investment we'll see. Then in the next round, they can buy the AKs.
Indeed, Shroud is a player who has the Reddit heat on him, if you will. Come under scrutiny as of late for his LAN performances, so this is a good one so far. But again, by no means have C9 won this series. There's still a long road to go here. So far, so good on the CT side, though, versus this anti-eco from Astralis. They will be up against a big gun soon. 3 MP9s out here for the CT side at present. I feel like every MP9 should have a first sticker on it.
I think that's fair.
I think it's his right at this point with his MP9 play this year.
Well, it's just a case of Cloud9 just trying to avoid losing players here, because the best case that Astralis are thinking about their objective, 1 or 2 kills. With the investment that they have, with the AKs coming in the next round, that economic damage is going to really go a long way if they then win that next round. And they will have the advantage on weaponry. So, well, Stewie with one, there's the second one, there's a third player looming. Stewie gets that one as well. 4 kills from Stewie with the MP9, and that's a lot of money in the bank with the bonus of the SMGs.
Pays for itself and then some. Nice, juicy bonus money. You'll see if any of these C9 players opt to keep their MP9s. It depends on the proximity of their play. If they're playing up close, then they can keep them. If they play further back with the MP9s, then the damage fall-off will be significant, and perhaps a rifle will be in order when you're up against helmets. So we have the 5 AKs coming out for Astralis. Are we going to see a fast play from them? Again, they have executes towards B if they want them, with smokes towards the bottom of the connector area, which is where Stewie 2K is headed. Are we going to see the nades coming in? Not quite yet. Playing a slow round to start with. Just taking control of short B. Again, this is a very key area for both sides to take control of. We've seen what Stewie 2K did there on the T side. Can Kiabi do the same?
He's looking for it, and this AK advantage is really huge. Obviously, C9 keeping some of those SMGs to play a little bit greedy, but it's worth it. Oh, the ding comes in. Kiabi can't get the entry frag. Barely avoiding the grenade there. Even trade on damage, basically. Ooh. Oh, nice!
Kobe!
Shroud able to lob one over the top to find Kirby, and that is a beautiful conversion of the initial damage. Carrion goes in. Oh, but he doesn't know which way to look. There's two players there. These setups from Cloud9, they're strong. We've got Dupree in there with a frag onto Skadoodle, and the Vice answering back as well. Cloud9 losing 2 men, meaning that Astralis have a strong situation on the numbers to attack a site, and they choose A.
Yes, but will Semi realize this in time? He's got a strong position for this push. And again, things are slowing down here for Astralis. They still have time to choose either way. Device is in an interesting position on one of these sides, but Slimmy spotted him. He's not down just yet, and that might speed up things here for Astralis. He can't get taken down from longer. 2 plays lost here for Astralis. This will be a disaster if they can't take this round. Dupree on 3 HP. He doesn't really have any choice anymore. 20 seconds on the clock here, and he's going to have to run past the picnic stand, but he's got no time to pick up the jam.
And there's obviously winning this round would mean that Cloud9 basically in theory should be on 13 rounds, because I mean Astralis need to save in the following round, so that's 12 winning this one, and if they win the save round of Astralis next round, that's 13 rounds before Astralis can properly buy again. And that's the interesting thing here, because Dupree actually survives in this round, which means that he doesn't get any round loss bonus, which means that if he doesn't survive with that AK in the following round, he's not going to have an AK in that following round. I don't think. It would be the 4th round they've lost in a row, so he could probably actually afford something.
Well, let's see if their maths is strong, Dan. Ooh, get out of my sewer.
You get a UMP, James.
Can always get UMP.
UMPs are great. I love UMPs. $1,200. That is value, my friend.
Alrighty, so Astralis running out of rounds now. C9 still need 4 more, so there's opportunity to come here for the Danish side. Dupree is going to be the key man here for Astralis with his AK. He has nades as well, which is a problem. If he goes down, 2 of those 3 nades are going to be lost permanently. Actually, that's one thing I need to find out about. I'll talk about it later, though. Nothing is feeling the pressure, and Zipex is deep now, trying to finish him off. There, down goes Shroud towards Graffiti. Still more work to do for Dupree. He needs to try and get that smoke down towards upper, but the gun is so important, he can't afford to take the time to do that. Bomb's getting planted now, and he's going to try and hold down the short position. Nothing, just charging onto the side. 2 frags for him. Skadoodle getting taken down by the Vice, and Dupree's trying to hold down the short B position. But again, with a man disadvantage here, it's not going to be easy. Off angle, held by Stewie will be enough. And the Vice is out of position. What does he do now? Does he try and stop the plant, diffuse, sorry, from coming in? Or does he save the orb? I think it's going to be the latter. Yeah. Doing a bit of extra damage as well. But there we go, another round in the bag for C9.
Yeah, the AWP save is really nice. He actually makes something like $1,000 there, as opposed to dying, because the AWP is worth $4,750, and then of course, with the bomb down and $2,900 on loss bonus, that's $3,700, James. So that's $1,050 in profits.
Very nice, Dan.
I should become an accountant.
I wouldn't go that far. AWP onto both sides. Full bias coming in. This is a very important round. There's not much money here for the C9 side if they lose this round, but they've got such a massive advantage. I doubt they are terribly concerned right now. So we'll see what the play is. The C9 side have abandoned long for the time being, bolstering toilets A and B. Astralis taking it very slowly in case there's any aggression. And again, going back to the previous map and Stewie 2K's shenanigans on the CT side, it's not something, I mean, this is part of that. It kind of plays into the second map as well. So Astralis will use the clock here to try and safely take as much map control as possible.
The problem there is that they don't have many flashbangs. They've only got 4 actually, and the flashbangs are really key in taking areas towards the toilets, but never mind, you got Device. And he can just shoot Stewie in the chest, and well, Skadoodle, he's got to answer back with something if he wants to give Cloud9 something to work with here as these players are oncoming. Oh, that flick is just amazing from Skadoodle, very important, because if you give Device that extra millisecond, he's probably going to shoot you as well, but Skadoodle will even things up.
So how do Astralis react to that? Because that is a problem man over towards the A bomb site, but there are more problems on the Cloud9 roster for Astralis. 7 rounds behind at the moment, and time is running out. 30 seconds now, and Shroud gets taken down towards B bomb site, and with a frag over towards A. I'm not sure if C9 have seen the bomb. Perhaps they did. Although Skadoodle, he's rotating to the wrong position. They think it's B, but it's going to be A then. They've been sold a dud.
I think that's okay though for Cloud9 because in this situation, I mean, they're probably thinking, oh, you know what, it's fine to save anyway. And with if they save 2 weapons, with the money as it is right now, they can actually, I mean, their money's not amazing, but they can actually force a buyout. It won't be the best buy in the world, I don't think, but they can do it. But they need to save both. They need to save both these weapons. It's pretty important that they do that, especially one is an orb. So let's see if they can do that, because they're getting hunted by pretty much everybody. Karrigan, he goes down. Skadoodle with 6 HP. Oh, he had to hit that. That's very nice. There's one more player, in fact, 2 more players coming. The horde is endless. Will they actually commit though? Because the money for Astralis kind of sucks as well.
Yeah, Astralis don't want to be in a position where they have a worse buy than the CTs in the coming rounds because they can't afford to lose any more rounds. So we will see how things continue. Kiabi seems content to bide his time. And there we go, 6-round lead now for the Cloud9 side. Let's see what they opt to do with the little money they have. Indeed, they are going to buy around those saved weapons. Ooh, a 180 here for Zipex, very nicely done indeed. And they will need a lot more of that if Astralis are to become competitive in this map. Again, a 6-round deficit continues here, but perhaps they're on the verge of breaking the Cloud9 economy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, Cloud9 being pushed to the brink in that sense, and they're going to go with an aggression, and that's always good to see. They're really choosing a good time to do it because they haven't really shown too much that's uncharacteristic. That is characteristic just yet. So that means that the time that they do show the aggression, it is a little bit more unexpected because we haven't seen it very much yet from Cloud9, and it's not fully all the way here. They're waiting for a bit of a reaction from Astralis, and Device, if he goes out alone towards long, then he might be having some issue. I'll have to see if that's going to be the case. Does have teammates nearby. Kirby's there as well.
It might be Indan for the fabled nasty surprise. I do wonder if one of those 3 players is looking away in case a flashbang comes in. Slemmy, maybe hearing players running away, is going to use that timing. I love how the reactions from Cloud9 here, they're using the information, those sound cues, to punish Astralis for being elephants. You never want to be the elephant at the dog show. If you stand out too much, you might get taken down, but Device, right place, right time, taking down Slemmy. Got a snipe out though, and Stu2K will use the sound to take him down in response. Astralis are losing more plays elsewhere, but it's a 3 versus 3 at the moment. Shroud has to hold the B bomb site now. Getting shot through the corner of the box. Kiabi will win the 1 versus 1 there, and the bomb will indeed go down.
Yeah, Shroud needed to get a kill there. If Shroud gets a kill there, then the retake is really on, but I think it's just a little bit too risky otherwise. The problem is that Cloud9's economy does really suck at this point. This would be their 2nd round loss in a row if they can't take it. Stewie's going to be going in though. Let's see if he can do something here. Obviously, if he's able to do something, Skadoodle can peek out from the balcony, maybe support him as Stewie goes in. Now he's going to be spotted, finds the headshot. That's 1 man down, 2 more to go. The smoke there to obscure the gunshot, tapping the bomb. It's on right now as Stewie has no kit as well, and he'll be going down to Karrigan, close range with the AWP. But Skadoodle's there. Can he find the shot? Kirby very smartly just hiding at this point. Very smart indeed. Not leaving it to chance. It looks like the round will indeed be won by Astralis. They lose every single player though, and the AWP is somehow salvaged. That's actually pretty insane. But again, as I mentioned, the problem is that Cloud9 just simply cannot buy in this situation.
Opportunity knocks here for Astralis now. They've finally broken the money of C9, but they haven't broken Skadoodle, not yet. He holds on to that AWP, and I mean, he or Stewie, what makes sense that he rocks it, obviously, because he has Kevlar, so he won't have the aim punch, but there is damage to be done here by Cloud9. He can go for a fast timing towards Connector, and that's actually exactly what he's doing. Nobody down the ladder, though. Actually, no, Kiabi will be there a bit late, so we'll see how long Skadoodle will hold the angle. The CT's just charging in. The numbers game working out. They will trade for Device, and that's favorable because they have no weapons anyway. Down goes Kiabi. Plays moving over towards B. Shroud's alone here, trying to do what he can with the P250. Dupree running through with a nade. How can he not trade the water like that? That's ridiculous. He gets taken down in a trade. Man advantage for the CT disappears though. That's the AWP loss, but an AK has been picked up by nothing. Yeah,
this could be really bad right now for Astralis. They'll get the bomb planted here, but there's already 3 players lost, and nothing's lurking as well. And they absolutely can try to go for this if they want. Nothing even has a kit. He's even got a kit right now. Flashbang over the top. Karrigan does know that nothing's coming from there, but it looks like actually he's also checking Monster, and that key timing window could be enough, but no. Carrion shuts him down, but Slemmy's in with a fast one there onto Xipix. Somehow finds a headshot and an AK-47 and a smoke grenade. Gets the kit as well, so he's got a lot to work with. He can just go for the whole pit. Oh my god, Carrigan is so far away. Is Slemmy gonna do this? Oh, he gets it! Astralis, that is so difficult to lose a round like that. It is so difficult, especially when that brings Cloud9 to 14-8, especially when they're already a map down.
That is absolutely brutal. I don't think Carrigan expected him to have a kit there, so he chose the gamble to pick up the AK and try and get the spray in rather than going for one shot and missing, then who knows what happens after that. But it didn't work out. That is a brutal round stolen by C9 when they were finally on the eco. And now it's Astralis with the monetary disadvantage here. They've got 3 AKs and 2 pistols down. Disaster has struck. Dupree looking for an opening frag here over towards the sandbags. Device has been taken down. Can Astralis keep their heads in the game here? Still more rounds to be found for C9 to take it over the line. Dupree charging into the B-bomb site. Got support as well, but he can't win the duel. Shroud with the headshots. Wall of smoke's coming in, but there's only 3 players remaining now. Shroud looking to do more damage. He's got plays in for the high ground as well. For the double peak, and nothing coming in from the angle. Too much going on here for Astralis to defend. 4 versus 2 as they desperately try to get the bomb down.
Yeah, there's a flank coming as well. Even if they manage to do something here, they have Stewie in from the back. It doesn't even matter at this point. 15-8, Cloud9 reach match point. This is supposed to be Astralis' territory. Overpass is supposed to be their map. The Cloud9, how have they brought it to this point? This is absolutely unreal at the moment. And the buy from Astralis, all they have to answer for with this round is 5 Tech 9s, a handful of grenades, and Kevlar helmet. It's not a good look for the Danish side of Astralis. But let's see if they can get something done.
7 match points for Cloud9 versus Astralis here. And they're going for that strategy I was talking about earlier, when they have the smokes towards the stairs, but they're doing it when they've got no weapons. They're getting sprayed down the garden hoses out there, and the Weeds are being killed one by one. Kiabi's alone with less than 12 HP, and he's going to get naded into oblivion. Cloud9 with a savage performance across 2 maps here to absolutely ruin the chances of Astralis.
Shroud showed up, nothing showed up, Stewie showed up. We had the key performances. Skadoodle hit the shots he needed to hit. And I'm sure, you know, Slemmy was a key element in the leadership of the team to bring them to this crazy, unexpected victory. I cannot wait to hear what the analysts have to say about this. Wow.
Again, I feel like Astralis maybe held back some strategies towards the end there, because you saw the kitchen sink come out finally in the last round on a force buy with Tech 9s, but it wasn't enough. Too little, too late. 16-8. C9 take it in 2 maps.
First of all, nothing. Congratulations. Not only are you guys keeping your tournament life on the line, you just knocked out Astralis in a best-of-3 series. I mean, what the heck happened there? Dust 2, that first map, okay, you can take that. But Overpass, that was supposed to be Astralis' map.
Yeah, I mean, can't say that we felt like the better team going into it, but we know it's Counter-Strike. We know we have the skill. Obviously, we've been getting a lot of criticism lately. Me, myself, Mike, Tyler, everyone, you know, so. For us, we just showed up, didn't do anything special. Can't act like we had an amazing game plan. We just played well and closed it out.
That is absolutely amazing, especially considering C9. In the past month, ever since the beginning of May, you guys have been on a non-stop, really busy schedule. I know that Austin was Slemmy's debut, and then you guys had a few events back-to-back after that. So coming into this event, what has the preparation been like? I know you guys had a little bit of time off after the major qualifier.
Yeah, I mean, we're just at home. Kind of doing our thing. We didn't get a traditional boot camp in. We just kind of at home practicing. I mean, we still I don't know. Our individual grooves have been so mix and match that we're still trying to find, I think, our strengths as individuals within Slemmi's calling. And otherwise, we've just been trying to learn from the other teams doing it right. We got the Luminosity guy here. They're playing well, so we're modeling some stuff off them, stealing some stuff from other teams, and trying to just get more comfortable in Slemmi's calling overall.
Yeah, and speaking of Slemmi's calling, I'm wondering if you can elaborate a little bit more on that. I know that the first event you guys had with him was at Austin. You made top 4 there. It was a really promising showing. Since then, as you've just mentioned, you had a few lands with him. So if you can elaborate a little bit more on the things that you've learned as you've been playing with him.
Well, to be honest, he brought mainly just more structure to our team. Freakazoid stepped down, and we lost a teammate and our friend who had a specific style that we got used to, but we had to adapt to him leaving. And, we just got one best of 3. I almost don't even want to get too excited in the interview. We still have a lot to work on, and Slemmi's working hard, if that was your question, and we're learning about his work ethic a lot, so it's helpful.
Wow, and this crowd is already cheering for you guys. My last question before I let you go, Nothing, is that next up you will be playing the decider match against TSM. Obviously an NA team, a team that you have played against already. Are you feeling pretty comfortable knowing that it is a team you have some experience against?
I mean, I'd rather play them than Fnatic again, but yeah, no, it's good. Excited to play them. I'm glad they got their win versus Astralis, and it's cool to see them getting some love out here, and I look forward to the game.
All right, sounds good. Thank you very much, Nothing, and congratulations again on an interesting turn of events.